Hi guys, welcome to this arms and glutes workout. So as the clue is in the title, we are going to be working the arms and the glutes. We are going to be using the abdominals as well because we always need them to support us in our exercise. And I'm going to be using little weights. You don't have to, you can do it without and that's totally fine. If you do want to use weights, make sure they're no heavier than maybe 1.5 kilos. So keep them quite light. And I will give you some options with the exercises, but if there's something that doesn't feel comfortable, maybe give it a rest and come back in on the next one. So I'm going to start in a kneeling position. You don't have to, you can start standing or you could start seated, whatever feels comfortable for you. We are going to be adding in a few kneeling moves from here though if you want to join in. So make sure knees are in line with your hips and your tailbone is pointed to the floor. And imagine belly button and lower back, they're just pulling in towards each other. They're meeting right in the center of the body. Lift the chest and drop the shoulders. And let's take a nice deep breath in, floating both arms up, and then exhale to circle wide. And as you can see, I am holding a weight in each hand, so I'm starting with them straight away. But again, that's up to you. You don't have to use them. Let's change direction. So let's inhale, circle the arms up, and then exhale to lower. And just allow your arm to turn through that shoulder socket. So a little bit of movement through the arm joint. And as we bring our arms back to our sides, let's float them out to shoulder height and reach to either side of the room. Just give me some little circles. And as you do this, don't allow the rest of the body to be compromised. So keep thinking belly button and lower back connecting, chest up. You're feeling nice and strong and stable. And then we'll change direction, circle the other way. Lovely. Just to get those shoulders warmed up, get them moving. And then we're going to bring those arms back down to our sides. And I'm just going to turn to my side so you can see what I'm doing. Pick a spot straight ahead to look at. And as we exhale, we're going to hinge back from the knees and then inhale forwards. Exhale, inhale. So floating from the shoulder socket. Arms are nice and long. And again, little squeeze with the glutes, belly button and lower back connecting. We want to keep that straight line from the knee all the way to the crown of the head. Now, as you come forwards, on this next one, as we hinge back, we're going to float the arms all the way up beside the ears. And then as we come forwards, we're going to bend the elbows. So we reach and then we bend. So I'm going to turn back to face you so you can see what I'm doing. As I hinge back, arms come up. As I come forwards, elbows bend. So we're doing a little shoulder press. Think about your shoulder blades, your wings, they're gently drawing back and down the spine. So the back of the body is awake. And again, we're supporting by drawing in that belly button, connecting it to the lower back. Really nice, 2 more. And then as we come back to kneeling, I'm going to bring my elbows in towards each other. Now just watch my hips. You could stay as you are, or we could sit back onto our heels. Now shoulders in line with the heels. They're going to stay in line and we're just going to press hips forwards, arms out. We bend, we press. We bend, we press. So we end up in a slightly diagonal angle, shoulders in line with the heels at all times. And I'm getting a little rotation through my shoulder joint. I bring the palms in, palms face down. Palms in, palms down, and again. Really nice. For 2 more. Last one. And then as we sit from here, I'm going to bring the arms down to the floor and I'm just going to tip the body forward. So I come off my heels, arms are hanging in line with my shoulders, and I'm going to row my elbows up and down. So we're kind of doing a wide angle row. Now, we want to make sure the spine is not flexed. So chest up, point the tailbone out behind you. Nice straight spine. So if you're not sure, the arms look a bit like this. Elbows go wide, we draw into the back of the body. And you will probably start to feel the glutes and maybe the back of the legs as well, because we are supporting ourselves through those legs. Lovely. And again. Nice and easy for 2 more. Really good. As we lower the arms, I'm going to keep hold of a weight in my left hand. I'm just going to put my right one to the side and come down onto my hands and knees. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. My left arm is going to come up by my side, so it's in a nice straight line with the side of the body. And I'm just going to gently pulse. Palm should be facing the ceiling. Again, nice and strong through the spine. So we're working into the back of the arm. Nice deep breaths. Belly button and lower back connecting. Just check that posture every now and again. Make sure you're not rounding or slouching. We're going to go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently lower that arm. Swap sides. So if I turn this way, take the weight into your right hands now and bring it up by the side of the body. Lifting the chest and gently pulsing that arm. So we don't want to lock out the arm, but I want you to imagine you can feel that little bit of tension. You're just gently tensing the muscles, forcing them to work, getting them to engage. And we'll do this for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. We're going to place that weight to the floor. So both weights to the side now. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to do a little push-up. So rather than pointing the elbows out, I want you to point your elbows back towards your knees. And as you inhale, lower the chin forwards of your fingers. Breathe out to press up. So notice how my shoulder and my wrist are always in a straight line. My elbows do not reach the floor. They're pointing out behind me. And I'm trying to keep them close into the sides of the body. If you want to, if you're feeling quite comfortable, keep the hands under the shoulders, but just step the knees back so we end up in a 3/4 plank. Same thing, point the elbows back. Inhale, exhale to press up. Pull in the belly button. And think about really exhaling to push the floor away. Can we do 2 more? Deep breath in. And last one. And as we come on up, we're going to bring the knees back underneath the hips. We're going to come down onto the elbows. So elbows under the shoulders, and you can just clasp your hands together. And from here, think again, belly button in, tailbone, point it straight out behind you, not up to the ceiling or down to the floor, straight out behind. So we've got a really long spine. And we're going to try and keep that long spine as we breathe out, sliding the chin towards the knuckles, and then breathe in, gently drawing back. Exhale. So we're keeping the spine nice and strong, nice and stable, and what we're doing is just working the biceps and trying to slide through the shoulder joint. So we're creating a lot of stability through that shoulder joint. Now, if you're comfortable, we could curl our toes under. Now, without shuffling your feet back, so make sure your feet stay where they are. Just lift the knees. Try and open out the backs of the legs. Breathe out to slide the chin forwards. Breathe in, lift that tailbone up. Nice and strong through the spine. And again. Lots more work on the arms now. So we want to be aware we're not hunching into the neck. For 1 more. And as we come back to the center, lower the knees. Uncurl your toes and just sit gently back onto the heels. Nice deep breaths. And then come forwards, back onto your elbows. Elbows again underneath your shoulders. Lift the chest. You're looking towards your fingers. And we're going to slide our right leg out behind. And we're just going to gently lift and lower. Now we want to keep that pelvis neutral. So belly button in, lower back and belly button connected. And we're starting to squeeze into the glutes. So we worked your arms quite hard and we're still working them. We want to make sure we're not collapsing to one side. So pulling up through the back of those arms. And when you're ready, let's just lift that top leg and hold it lifted. Give me some little pulses, little squeezes. Press that floor away. Make sure you're not slouching. Woo, it's quite a tough one, this one. And again, keep going. And let's see if we can stay lifted, bending the knee, flexing the foot. So you look a little bit like this. And as we inhale, we'll tap the knee. Exhale, press up. Inhale to tap. Exhale to press. And again. Tap and lift. 2 more. And on your last one, let's see if we can lift and hold and gently pulse, driving that heel towards the ceiling. Imagine someone's pressing down on the sole of your foot for 5, 4, and you're pressing them out the way for 3, 2, 1. Lower that knee, sit back onto your heels. Give your wrist a little squidge, little loosen. And then one more time, come forwards onto those elbows. I'm just going to swap ends. So elbows under the shoulders. Look towards your fingertips, belly button in. We're going to slide our left leg out behind. And we're going to lift and tap. We're nearly there, guys. You're doing really well. Keep it going. Nice deep breath. Point those toes, really reach through that hip. Just make sure you're not hunching up around the neck. So open out. Looking lovely. Can we lift that leg and hold it? Can you give me some little pulses? Little squeezes. Keep it going. Feel the glutes in the back of the thighs starting to engage, but try and keep that pelvis stable. So switch on those abdominals. Let's bend that knee. Flex that foot. Can we tap and press? Tap and press. And again. Little squeezes. Keep it going. 2 more. Last one. Let's see if we can hold it. Pulse that heel towards the ceiling. Just check your posture. Make sure you're not starting to collapse. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that knee. Sit back onto your heels. Give your wrist a little squidge. Relax your shoulders. Oh, you can hear I'm out of breath as well. And then slowly come on up. We're going to do a little stretch. So if you can, step your left foot back. Turn your right foot under the body. So not your knee, turn your foot. And just gently lower yourself down. Either onto your elbows, or if you can get there, down onto your hands. And we want to be able to feel the glutes gently stretching. And just rest it here. Nice deep breath. And then when you're ready, carefully pressing yourself up and out of that stretch, come back onto your hands and knees. Same on the other side. So we step right foot. Turn the left foot under. So again, the foot, not the knee. And we gently lower ourselves either onto our elbows or all the way down onto the hands. And let's rest it here. And then very gently push yourself up and onto your hands and knees. Now you can either come up to standing. I'm just going to sit back onto my heels, but if this is not comfortable, come and maybe stand straight. But I want you to take arms to the ceiling and place your left hand between your shoulder blades. Use the right hand to gently push or pull on that elbow. So we're opening out the tricep, the back of the arm. And then swap it over. Arms up, place the right hand between the shoulder blades and use the left hand to push or gently pull on that elbow. Just be very careful you're not jutting that chin forwards. So try and lift the chin, look straight ahead. So we're not putting any strain onto that neck. And then relax the arms. We're going to take the knees out wide, keep the feet together. Walk the hands forwards and try and let the chest sink towards the floor. And each time you breathe out, allow the body to dip a little bit lower. So you're going to feel inner thighs, maybe lower back, maybe upper back as well. And then very carefully, walk the hands back. Come onto your knees or come to standing. And we are all done. So that was really good. I hope your arms are feeling nice and shaky like mine are. And I hope you enjoyed that. Any feedback, please let me know, but I will see you again soon.